Part 3, Covalent Compounds. There are three goals I want you to know after this lesson. The first goal is to know what a covalent compound is. Number 2, naming different kinds of covalent compounds. And 3, given the names, I want you to be able to write the formula. So what are molecular compounds? Molecular compounds, or covalent compounds, so there's two names, molecular and covalent are synonymous. Molecular compounds are compounds where both elements have negative charges, both elements come from the right side of the periodic table, above the staircase, and both are nonmetals. Molecular compounds, or covalent compounds, is when the electrons are shared. They're not transferred, so then no ions are generated. Naming molecular compounds. Well, there's a set of rules. The first rule in naming molecular compounds is the first element has a normal name, just like ionic compounds. The second element in the compound, you change the ending to "ide", just like in ionic compounds. Now, to denote a difference between a molecular compound or a covalent compound and an ionic compound is we use something called prefixes. Okay, so you need to know what a prefix is, and there's 10 of them I want you to know. Each prefix says how many of each element are in the compound. We do not use a prefix when the first element is only one. Okay, let's take a look at the prefixes that I want you to know. So here are the 10. Mono is 1, di is 2, tri is 3, 4 is tetra, 5 is penta, 6 is hexa, 7 is hepta, 8 is octa, 9 is nona, and 10 is deca. You need to commit those to memory. Now, here's a formula. Based on the formula, I want you to be able to give the name. And this is how you do it. Remember, the first element in a compound is normal. The second one we change to "ide". And these little numbers here tell us how many of each atom are in the compound, and we use prefixes in order to tell us how many of those elements are in that compound. So for example, this one would be carbon dioxide. The di means 2. This one, there's only one carbon, so we say carbon. We don't say monocarbon. We say carbon, and there's only one atom of oxygen in this compound, so we say monoxide, carbon monoxide. This one there's only one, so we don't use a prefix. So it's phosphorus. There's 3 chlorines, so we say trichloride. Well, there's 2 nitrogens and 4 phosphoruses, so we say dinitrogen tetraphosphide. See if you can do these 3 on your own. So pause the video, and then I will quickly show you the answers. Here are the answers. Take a look at each one. Notice how in these, since there's only one atom, they do not get prefixes. And this one as well. And this one as well. All the other ones get prefixes. So di means 2. Di means 2. Tetra means 4. And we get those from our little subscripts here. Okay? Tetraphosphide comes from this 4 here. Tetroxide comes from this 4 here. Pentoxide comes from this 5 right here. And monochloride comes from this 9 right here. Okay, so these prefixes tell us how many of each element are in the compound. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to be able to, given the name, give me the formula. So here's the first one: dinitrogen monoxide, phosphorus trichloride, sulfur hexafluoride, carbon disulfide, carbon tetrabromide, dinitrogen tetrahydride, boron trichloride, diphosphorus trioxide. Last one, hexaselenium monochloride. So go ahead and do your best using the prefixes. Here's a di here and a mono here. There's no prefix there, so we always make that an understood 1. There's a tri there. There's a hexa. There's no prefix there, so that is understood as 1. Here's another one. Here's another di, so on and so forth. Okay, pause the video and try it yourself. Here are your answers. Okay, so notice how there's a 2 there and a di. And mono means 1. This 1 right here, since there's nothing out here, is understood. Phosphorus trichloride, this 3 comes from that. Sulfur hexafluoride, the 6 comes from this, so on and so forth.